Good morning, everybody. It's 7:30 Eastern Time, and it's 1:30 in Amsterdam. This is Bosch Trading. Let's look at some stocks that we also looked at this morning, and I'm just pulling up now one of those stocks like Wish, and you can see that I added some information here. A few of you will know what this is, I think, and I hope. This is a Bollinger Band on a daily, and we saw Wish here. And we talked about Wish in this area here. So this was this big down candle after this one, and now it's just sitting here and waiting. And well, you see there's a lot of room to the downside. So on a Bollinger Band, these are not really levels. I would not use these as levels, these and these, but it tells you something about where it's likely to go. It does not say that it will go there, but it's likely to go to the downside. And we talked about this when this big one here, and this is now just hovering here and not knowing exactly what to do. So 9 out of 10 times it will fall down if it does not can keep up here and make a new high. So that's why we brought these levels here in on Wish. So, and if you look at those, so you can see here what those Bollinger Bands do. This is on a daily base, so it's just holding a lot of rooms if it's just tipping this bottom of a Bollinger Band to trade it to the upside on a daily basis. So this is just something that you can use if you want to see where is the room for a certain stock. So this is MRVL. Because of these candles here, you cannot predict a lot from this. This is cloth, also something that's difficult to predict. This is always also something that's good to see. So we saw MRVL. We said, okay, this 55.42 looks like to be some kind of double top. What we see here now on this Bollinger Band is that the likelihood of this one going down is bigger than the likelihood of that it's going up. So you can look at it on that way. So we saw CLF earlier this morning. This is CLF trading in this nice range. And you can see that the Bollinger Band really follows this range. So I drew it a little narrower than this one, but you can see there are similarities. So you don't have to use all these statistics. You can see this yourself, of course, that this is happening. And you can just trade within this range if you are a trader that's not only day trading, but also swing trading. And so sometimes you have to put in some more information in your charts and to look what's going to happen. So AAL, well, this is nice for us. It looks like this one will go up the next, the coming days. So this one was on a watch list, is on a watch list, and now there's a lot of room to the upside. And when it touches the bottom of the Bollinger Band here, like here and here, it just falls through it sometimes also, and then just gets up again till it hits it here and just a little bit over it, hits it here, just a little bit over it, and then comes down again. So if you see this and you see that this is a pattern on days like this, it's just craziness, of course, and then but you can see some kind of trend going on here. And if you're a swing trader, you can really use this one. Hey, Ahmed, good morning or good afternoon. I don't know where you're from, but so you can use these Bollinger Bands. So that's something that I wanted to show you before we go and look at the favorites of the day. I'm also... Let's just do the watch list from the top. So just to see if something did change or that we are still good on the levels that we put in here. So let's start with ORPH, O-R-P-H. Just make this a little bit smaller, just like this. So nothing really happened here. Well, something happened. I should not say that. So this was the big pump. Yeah, and we needed to stay this one above 784, and that was because of I don't know. Because of I think that this is let's see. Yeah, it was this high. I think we drew this in quite early. So the 784 is no longer a level. This 805 now is a level. So this all the way up and now coming down. So that's normally not a strong sign for this for stocks like these, but it's big enough to bounce back again. So as a day trader, I would be interested in this one if it just dips to the $7 mark here and then you trade it back up again. So curious to see if this will happen on off today. There is this big gap down here, so if it finally can get to this $8 mark, so this $9 mark, 930-ish, then we can look at this gap here. That will not happen today, of course, but interesting stock for day trading, but also for swing trading, I think. So this is Wish. Ahmed, maybe, I don't know where you got into this one. You don't have to tell me, but I hope that you didn't get in here at this 1460 level, that you went in here somewhere, but levels for Wish are still in place, I think. No, they are not. So a lot happened in Wish this morning. So this is very close to show here at 5 o'clock, thinking that 1167 would still be a level. 1167 is a level that's, well, it's the 50 here, I think. So this one looks a lot stronger than we initially thought. So you want to see a pre-market break here of 1184, and then you can trade it all the way up to one of these levels. Well, 1199 and 12. Not a lot of room then, so it's tricky. That's really tricky. So what you really want is something that we said this morning. So this 1155 is opening and close price. That's something that you want to see here. So this still is in place, 1155. So falling back on this level, 1155 or 1134, and then trade it back to the upsides. Hey, Ahmed. Well, at Benzinga, we have our live trader, Dave Green. Maybe you know him. You can trade live with him in Benzinga when stocks, when markets are open. So this is CLOV, but if you follow me on Twitter, then you can see what I'm doing, more or less. That's not real life, but I'm really scared that people just follow me on and that I cannot tell them quick enough to get in and out. So I'm just going to say I'm watching this, I'm watching that. This is what I did because it's so. This also has a delay of 30 minutes or something. So I don't have the software right now to trade on my own channel live. And at Benzinga we can, but Dave Green is our live trader there. So that's what's happening there. This is Palantir. Just sticking with these levels here, 25. This is the confirmation, 25 and then 25.42 as D levels. AAL. 22.15, 22.54, the two levels, and further to the downside, 21.88. CLF. This is CLF. What did we say? Yeah, this is this nice trend. So if you are a swing trader, then you can really swing this from, and this is a lot of room to trade this 24, and this was 19. So this is a $5 trend going on right here. And this was just two and a half days, and sometimes it takes a little longer, but if you go long here and short here and long here and short here, because it just doesn't so you have some trouble here in getting there, but then short here again and then long here again and then short here again, and this is how you could make a lot of money if you're just swing trading something like this. So this is what I at least want to see in a swing trade. Oh, you in Wish since January. Oh, right. I hope that you made some profit and just look back on Wish in January. Oh, that was here. Oh. You made some money here. I hope that take profits, please. Or if you're a swing trader or if you're an investor, please take profits, because otherwise it's just so difficult to make some money in these markets. So take profits quick. Okay, this was ALS, CLF. We talked about FCX. Yeah, I want to see something like this in FCX on these levels. So these levels are still 34, so it can go to the downside and then up, but also I'm watching the break above 34.45 in order to make a $2 move to this next resistance here at 37.29. And this is space. We saw space this morning. Nothing changed in space. Nothing changed in space. No volume whatsoever. So these levels of 37 and 36.13 are still in place for space. WFC. Might be some consolidation going on here. I'm really curious if it's going to do that, but under 41.43 you really have to be careful, because it's then, if you're long in this one, because it can have some trickle down effects, but difficult one. I think this will be consolidation station for some time here in this area. MRVL. Keeping those levels in place. So 3504, 3594, and 5543 are the levels for MRVL. Marvel technology. And looking at this rate, and maybe you can also say 54.91 is something that you want to see break before it gets all the way to 55.42. LU levels are still in place, 1227, 1272. NTNX, no volume here. Did we talk about NTNX? Oh yes, we did. This is, well, trying to get above the 38 level 3 times in a row. Now backs down a little bit, and if this trend continues, then you have a short on your hands all the way to the levels here. So this might just be something that you want to play. If you're looking for something like this, of course, but don't think that will happen today. So based on this, you just might want to say, okay, a little bit upside can be considered over 37.37, and as a support, you really can say that this 36.59 has to hold here. AVTR. Price action play. So let's look at what market's doing right now. Is there something? Oh. So this was the watch list. If you want to discuss any ticket, then please let me know. Just gonna see what's going on right now. Are people still talking about AMC? I don't know, but this is a new one, I think. MNOV. I'm sorry, MNOV. Trying to get there again. So this is showing some strength. So it gets up here from 4 to all the way to 6-ish. And if you see my shows, then you know that what normal is in these are lines like this. So after big pop and then during the rest of pre-market, something like this happens. But right now we are seeing this one trying to get to that $6 again. So also looking at my 5, so the 9 EMA is a little overextended on a 5-minute here. So this is 577, and the 9 EMA is at 554-ish. So what you can do if market was open here, volume is okay for pre-market open, for pre-markets, I mean. So this is a volume of 123,000 traded in 1 minute here. So that's enough. So you can trade this one if you want to. So this is the pullback. You're watching now, you're looking for the pullback now to this 9 EMA here. And it's also very close to the VWAP on a 1 minute. So that is a perfect setup here. So this is your VWAP. So you want to buy this one at 556-ish. So this is a feedback play, so coming down hard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times with all lower highs, as you can see here. This is still a lower high, so there's still weakness now on this 1 minute 1 minute frame. It tries to get above its own 9 AME here, this 577. Let's watch if it gets there. 2 seconds till this candle closes. So that's it. Now it tries to get above it. If it does, then you can go in here and play this one for a 25-cent win to the upside here, but this is the point where you get in now, trying to get there, and this would be your this would be your stop loss. So this is a 16-cent stop loss. This is an ideal buy the dip possibility. If you bought it here at 563, then 556 or a little bit under this 553 here is will be your out. So you stopped out here. So if you're a day trader, you have to take your losses, because if you don't, then you're gonna blow up your account. So now we've got a new 5-minute candle here. So normally this is a sign of weakness, of course, but you can also see this as a pullback, because this 9 EMA was a long way from its top here. So you also can say, okay, 563 might be the level right now. So it's coming down here and it's now just sitting here for a while. And this is a dangerous moment here, because you can see this makes a new lower low here. So compared to this one, this is a lower low, and now this is already a lower low here. So there's a lot of weakness now at the 5 minutes. Well, it's still above its 9 EMA here, so that's good. You can still use that as resistance, and it's still here above its fear web. But this kind of price action, what you see here after it comes down pretty hard on a 1 minute chart from 594 to 565 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's something that you don't want to see if you're bullish on a stock like this. So this does not look the way that you want it to look. So did the same thing here, came down hard here, and then consolidated here for a while. This can also be a good thing, because you have VWAP here, and there's new strength in this one now. So really trying to get there. So this is how you can look at the stock while trading live. Just that's how I do it. Just determining if something like this will be a VWAP play, but there's no real confirmation that this VWAP is some kind of support. So the support is a little bit higher here right now. This candle has a lot of difficulties getting to the top again, but there's the strength on a 1 minute. So push down again. Do you see that? So it tries to get there and then push down, and then gets up and then push down. But This here was the spot that we normally would have gotten in here, this one. So we are now break even on this and trying to make 20 cents, 30 cents, 25 cents gains to the top here. And hoping that it will really break that top. And we would have been good. So that's some lessons that you can look at. So if your comes down like this, then this next green candle not making a high yet, but this one did here. So normally I would have gotten in around here, hoping that it would break this 9 EMA, its own 9 EMA level on 1 minute. So would have gotten in here at 574 normally here. And then there was room till VWAP, so 57, so that would be a small, did I say 16, 17 cent stop loss-ish. So I'm risking, let's say, a little bit higher than this. So I'm risking 17 cents here in order to make 25 cents. So that's not really a good trade to be in. So this is the 8 o'clock spikes that you see right now. Platforms opening at 8 o'clock and people put their orders in the day before are now buying and selling here, and that's what you see when these big spikes come. Okay, so this was oh, this is TC2000, Ahmed. I'm using this because it's just the best software there is, and it's always live and it's always working. It's never lags, so and I can draw in this perfectly. So this is TC2000. Okay, guys, this was the 7:30 show in the morning Eastern time. It's 1:30 Amsterdam time. It's 2 o'clock now, 1 hour and a half before markets are open. Please, if you trade carefully and trade according to your own strategy, because trading live, day trading is difficult, and you can lose all your money. So be aware of that. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, 4 a.m. Eastern time and 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. See you all then. Bye-bye.